This thing did start, right? Yeah, good. Hello. How are you? Just takes a minute for things to start up, it seems like. It's like the internets need a few minutes to sort of figure out where the bits are going. So I usually just babble sort of at the beginning for a minute or two. Okay, let's assume that period's over. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jim Hodgson, and I'm speaking to you on behalf of a group known as The Scene Shop. And this is our Friday writing a sketch from scratch stream called Sketch Desk. I hope everybody's doing well out there, enjoying themselves as much as you can. I hope you're being healthy and happy. Pardon me for the wet hair. I let it go a little bit late today. I just washed my hair, so what are you going to do? I'm kind of enjoying having long hair, but it is there's a lot of washing involved. Anyway, so the way that this works, let's go to the writing scene. The way that this works is the chat usually burbles and foments for a while, and we have a back and forth dialogue between the chat and myself. And we come up with an idea that we want to write a sketch around the idea. See, the burbling has begun. And then we write a sketch together. It usually takes about an hour. And I want to also tell you that a lot of these are going to end up on our audio sketch podcast Slapback, which is has been in production for a while. It's just been held up a little bit by babies and life and a pandemic. But we're going to make it happen. So not only will you, I think you're going to end up seeing some of the sketches that we've written on this stream in that podcast, should you choose to join it. Or thanks to everybody who has subscribed to us here on Twitch and joined us in Patreon and stuff like that. Your support means a lot, and that money will go. That Patreon money goes to things like podcast hosting and website hosting. All that stuff costs money. And previously, I had been paying for it out of pocket, so it's great to have your support to be able to cover those costs. So, welcome. Let's start thinking about a sketch to write about. Now, hold please. If you recall, or if you joined us for the joke writing stream on Wednesday, I was dipping into my notebook, and there's an idea in here that could turn into something sketchily. It just says, a guy who died of hat head. So unless you guys come up with a better idea for a sketch, which is wholly within your abilities, we'll be forced to write about that. So possible ideas. A man who died of hat head. It's not really that funny, is it? Chad says he's never seen a sketch about the underground hat modeling world. Yeah, me either. Two people having separate Zoom calls in the same room, and they're in a failing marriage. Music that disobeyed a bad DJ. I like these ideas. If I seem a little hungover, by the way, it's because I'm very hungover. I stayed up pretty late last night drinking and hooting and hollering and talking shit with my wife and goofing around and having fun. So I apologize for being a little slow today. It was all in the name of fun, though. We had a good time. Listen to music, goofing around. Doesn't everyone write comedy while hungover? Yeah, I mean, it's certainly common. A person who gets drunk off of cheese. I like that. There's something there. I like the two people having separate work calls in the same room that are in a failing marriage, but two separate unconnected people on a ledge contemplating suicide. That's interesting. Lady K says, "My parents were going through the same, but their marriage isn't failing." Well, that's good. I hope it's not. Pirate Weatherman called out for being only right half the time. One of his eyes is gone. I really like the idea of a pirate weatherman. But what if he's a pirate weatherman, like he like breaks into TV studios and assaults weather people, and then he does their weather broadcast. That could be funny. Dad about to go mental because NFL season likely delayed due to COVID. Yeah, I guess, Rascal Gats, I think you're right. I do. I kind of like. I like the weather forecast on a pirate ship. A guarding TV show, but the presenter thinks the plants can hear him. I'm pretty sure all of those people are that way anyway. But now think about this. What about what if it's like the weatherman on the pirate ship is like it's his, like, we're seeing like his performance review. He's talking to the pirate captain, and the captain is like, "Look, your reports are not very accurate." And he's like, "Well, yeah, but if I say that it's going to rain, then you'll kill me." Something like that. A pirate weatherman on a treasure hunt thinks the low pressure system is showing where the treasure is buried. That's a good idea. Tiki cocktail. SUVs complaining about the size of their passengers. That's interesting. I do feel like doing the pirate thing. I was just watching. Maybe it's because I've been thinking about playing Sea of Thieves. I want to do something pirate related. A person who gives speeches and then takes the limelight. So it's like. What about like what about pirates during the COVID, and they're like having to be distant. They're having to be physically distant from one another. Pirate weatherman has a hook for an arm and accidentally rips the green screen. I mean, I dig that. It's a very visual joke. But I do think that's funny. Pirate with a dead parrot on its shoulder. Shock Jock Radio DJ just found out on the air that today is their last day. Yeah, that's why they fire those people after their shift. That's why when you're in radio, when you get fired, they fire you after your shift, and it's like, you're fired right now, leave. There's no nothing. Because if you know you're fired, you might go on mic and say something nasty. They try to take over a ship and keep yelling at their captives to stay 6 feet back. Yeah. I think we've got I think we might have had a consensus formed here, guys. And the reason I think that is because everybody's pitching jokes about the socially distanced pirate. Yeah. Okay. I think we're on our way here, guys. A pirate ship. Ten minutes of pitching. Yeah, well, it takes time to come up. A male feminist realizes his new girlfriend is too hairy to not shave. I'm not sure about that one. Let's work on these pirates. One of the pirates is called Salty Dick. What's another? Let's pitch me some pirate names, guys. I know that I should have asked you for a name, and I just came up with Salty Dick on my own. But Ishmael's way too on the nose. There will be no further Moby Dick jokes. No Ishmael, no Queequeg, no Pequod, etc. Fishmeal. Fishmeal I kind of like. Gary. There's always a Gary. What about Shark Butt? One-Legged Steve. Shaky Pete. No Beard I like. Two-Legged Steve is kind of funny. I'm going to go with Two-Legged Steve. The mildly disliked Pirate Roberts. Yeah, that's funny. Robert Two-Legged Steve Roberts. That's funny too. I have a friend here in Atlanta whose name is Robert Robert. Robert Roberts. Larry, Daryl, and Daryl, sure. Yeah, you make a point, Dr. Lely. This needs to be more piratey, I think. A fathom is 6 feet. Andy may have looked that up. Far enough away. I don't know if that... Maybe we'll just say... Yeah, a mark is 2 fathoms. 2 marks is a Mark Twain. Sorry, the song sounds like and it makes dogs trying to barf. There. I don't want you to constantly be thinking that your dog is vomiting. That's too stressful. Oh. I forgot to give you guys the link. That's the link to the script if you'd like to follow along as we're writing. If you'd like to follow along with your eyeballs. Sorry, I forgot to do that earlier. What a fool I was. Thanks to we got some new follows as well. Thank you, Dr. Lely, for following us. Maybe we need somebody from the other ship. Like, somebody on the ship who's... It's like a, yeah, that's a good idea, Chad. I was just trying to think what the ships have different distancing rules. Dr. Lely, that's funny. Yeah. You guys are pitching a lot of really good jokes. Pirate protective equipment. So I'm thinking that the captain's like, yeah, you guys gotta put masks on, and both the pirates are like, I'm not gonna do it because of my freedoms. I have a note from my mom. I think that's funny. You're correcting my spelling, Dr. Lely. I accept it. I just wanted to change Two-Legged Steve's line here. Oh yeah, you're right. Vico. Or Vicho. Yeah, I like the note. Like I like the idea of. I feel like Dr. Lely that you were just writing, like starting to write the note from his mom, and I think it would be funny. Um, Dearest Captain, the good sire, where shall I begin? From the beginning, I think. It would be funny to have a moment like that. Well, that song ended abruptly, didn't it? Yeah, I really enjoy doing my my character Assbeard the pirate. I just don't. I don't get enough. I don't get enough chances to do it. You scurvy dogs! Mutiny on my own poop deck, eh? I'll kill you myself. Mike is a little bit close for that voice. I apologize. You watch your ass. I didn't get a harumph out of you. I don't know how to do a like a Northern English accent, but that's what I want this guy to have. Uh, let's see. And at this point, the chat is just pitching jokes to itself, and the burbling is burbling out of control. You insane persons. I'll tell you, I've been hired to go on some of those ships before. Chad is talking about Second City doing shows on cruise ships. I've worked a couple of those, and I'm not in a hurry to do it again. Cruise ships are terrible, terrible. It's like, I don't know. It's like being trapped in a Walmart that has a restaurant also in the Walmart, and it's like Walmart level food. It's like the grossest hamburger you've ever seen. And there are people walking around eating these hamburgers, and they're being like, "Oh man, there's so much food. It's like it's a buffet. You can get." I mean, I like to eat, as you can tell from looking at the shape of my body, but volume is not my number one concern. And it's like, ugh, just terrible, gross food and bad booze, Bud Light, and like, ugh, it's horrible. I mean, I would do it again probably if it was for money reasons, but I would never, never go on a cruise of my own volition. Um, Pyrites, how dare you, rascal cats? What's the end goal here? Well, we want to get to the end of the sketch with some kind of satisfying ending, don't we? I'm not saying that we will or that we can, but we will and we can. Right now, we're kind of the game is that basically it's pirates and PPE is the game. It's socially distanced pirates. But so right now I'm kind of wandering around in Act 2, and then we'll firm it up more at the end. Yeah, pirates and PPE. We are almost on page 4, you're correct. But this isn't the final version of the sketch. As for, if your question is where's the inciting incident, I think it's here. Oops, my fingers were on the wrong keys. You savvy? Why not? All right, here's what I'm thinking for an ending. Oh, Fat Skippy, that's a really good idea. That would have been a really good take on this, to have one of the pirates be like, "Can I go to work on your boat?" Like, if there were, excuse me, if we'd done it as where like if we'd done it where one of the pirates was like there's only one that wants to wear, only one that wants to wear masks, then he could have asked the sailor if he could join their crew. That would have been that was a really good idea, Fat Skippy. All right, so that's what I'm thinking for an ending. But you guys have pitched a lot of really good stuff. So let's go back here. I want to change this up so we get the names in, because I think the names are funny. Too many swabs. Okay, let's read it through, and we'll talk about if we want to add anything or make any changes. I only have the one pirate voice, so we'll see how this goes. Ivar the Boneless is funny. Roll call, ye swabs. Salty Dick. Yar. Two-legged Steve. Yar. Good and proper. Now, you know what's next. We're gonna kill some people. Steal some treasure. Huzzah! Clang, yelling. Now listen up. When we pull alongside this next ship, I want y'all to maintain social distancing. Social what's it? Use the Gary voice. Social distancing. You gotta be 6 feet apart, Gary. Social distancing. You gotta be 6 feet apart. How far is that? 1 fathom. I was trying to fathom. That's why I asked. Here we go, boys. Take no prisoners. Yar! Hold it right there, you damned filthy pirates. You can't board this ship without proper face coverings. It's okay, sailor. I told me men to be socially distant. Not good enough. I'm gonna have to ask you all to wear your PPE. Oh, for Pete's sake. Pirate protective equipment. I'm afraid so. Damn and blast. You heard him, boys. Mask up. Yar, forget it. No way. We protest. You what? We didn't become pirates to follow rules. I got my freedom, and I ain't wearing no mask. I are freedoms, and I have a note from me, ma'am. Let me see that. Sound of Captain snatching a note. I don't have a piece of paper to rattle. This one's got a note from his mom. Not good enough. Well, I can't storm the ship by myself, can I? It suits me if you don't storm it at all. Ye scurvy dogs. Mutiny on my own poop deck, eh? I'll kill you myself. The captain's got a point, Dick. I got me freedoms, and I don't want to wear no mask. But I also ain't no mutineer. But what about my pirate's rights? Your rights don't include killing people with your ignorance. They certainly do. Yeah, no, they do. He has a point there. I think we're just gonna be on our way. No, wait. We need this score. Avast, ye salty dick. Can't you just put the mask on this once? It is the polite thing to do. All right. In the name with getting on with our lives and doing a bit of pirating, I will make an exception. By myself, all by my onesie. That is funny. I do like that, Rascal Cats. Man, this is tearing up my voice. But I want it known that I'm doing this under duress, ye savvy. We savvy, don't we, Captain? Indeed. Right. Avast ye, other vessel. Yes? We're all masked up and ready to board. Prepare to marvel at our mindful social distance as we cut ye limb from limb. Get him, boys. Fire. What did he say? Boom. Dumbass pirates. Can't you just wear protection for once? I do like that, but I feel like there's got to be a punchline to that. Not that kind of protection. Yeah, I think we'd have to add a joke about it. Okay. It is time to think of a title. Oh, that's a good point. How will you smell me pirate breath? Yeah, I mean, there's lots more arguing to be had in here. Pirates is the pandemic. Who said that? Tiki Cocktail? I'm just looking back. That's a great title. Whoever came up with that. Yeah, that is great. Great work, guys. Tiki Cocktail, that's funny. Great work. I feel like there's enough. Honestly, I feel like you guys have pitched enough jokes that we could do a couple of these where it comes up again. You know, more situations where the pirates have to deal with a pandemic. So my idea for the end of the sketch is that they get blown up, but maybe instead maybe something like that, so that way they're not dead. Yeah, I do kind of like them continually getting blown up. Oh, I like that for Tiki Kake. I like that for another. Like one of the pirates is sick and they can't do anything because they're he's been drinking salt water because there was it was like that hydroxychloroquine thing. So yeah, I think this came out okay, pretty good. You guys were pitching some great stuff. Keep all of that in your mind, guys. Yeah, this is gonna end up. Hold on, I'll post this real quick on the Discord. And then I'll post it in the Discord. So if you haven't, I assume you guys all have, but if you haven't joined us in the Discord yet, oh crap, we'll stick it in Slapback. So if you haven't joined us in the Discord yet, do that. We chat all the time about comedy and writing and stand-up and sketches and books and the whole thing. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jim Hodgson. We call this group the Scene Shop. We do 3 writing streams a week. We do, I'm thinking about changing up the Monday stream. Well, we'll see how Monday goes. But anyway, come on by. Talk to us about what you're working on. Let's all get funnier together. That's what you can find it on sceneshop.us. I've got another performance of my show, The Bayeux Tapestry. Fake News in the 11th Century. I'm doing that, performing that again tonight. I'm going to do 2 more U.S. time zone shows. I'm doing a couple more UK, EU time zone shows. Vico, you can find the Discord on our website. Hold, please. It's sceneshop.us. And it looks like this. And there's the link right there. Film Nikita. Yeah, please join us. So yeah, web series writing on Monday, joke writing on Wednesday, and sketch desk on Friday. And we're working on a new, thank you so much to the people who have jumped on board with us as patrons, because we're going to be able to, with that money, we're going to finally produce Slapback. So we're looking forward to that, which is this sketch will probably, I mean, I think it's pretty good. It'll probably end up on Slapback. What else do I need to tell you about? Do buy some of my books, all of them, at least one copy of them all. You can find those at jimhodgson.com. Also readmyfuckingbooks.com. Same place. Hope you're being healthy, happy. I hope you're writing your 5 jokes, staying motivated, staying moving. Thank you. This makes me feel good. Just laughing and pitching jokes and having fun with you guys. So thanks. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday, if not before. Be happy, be healthy. Love you. Mean it.